Oh, hey guys. One of my, where's my fucking, oh, there it is. Just waking up and drinking some coffee. Watched this little Jim Rizzoli this morning. And it reminded me, I figure I ought to do a video. Yeah, none. So, let's start off with some intros and disclaimers. So my intro is that everybody's so full of shit. That's my intro. Alright, everybody. Okay, so when I do the intro, anybody that's watching, the idea is to really think about that statement. Everybody's so full of shit. Like, really think about it. Don't just let it go in one ear, not the other. Be like, yeah, whatever. No. Everybody is so full of shit. Do you not see this? Anyways, everybody's so full of shit, okay? So, this video is for entertainment and education purposes only. Any and everything I say could be wrong. And do your own research and come to your own conclusions. Everybody's so full of shit. So anyhow, there's my intro and disclaimer. So, anyhow, so I have to I feel like I need to kind of explain myself sometimes. Yeah. So, I don't know about you guys. I really don't know. I use BitChute, and that's it. I use BitChute because I believe in free speech. I foolishly believe in free speech. So that's why I use BitChute as far as if I want to watch any content, I go to BitChute. Now, this is why I'm so frustrated. And this is why I'm frustrated with BitChute, because it's just all garbage. Dude, BitChute used to be so much better, and it just went down the tube so fucking quick. But whatever, whatever. So, anyhow, and so because I'm using BitChute, like, all I see is everybody talking shit about the Jews all the time. And I mean, it's like, okay, it's like when in 2019 and 2020, all anybody talked about was COVID, you know? And I think that's when COVID is when fucking it destroyed BitChute. Because COVID was just a clickbait subject and everybody jumped on it. And so whenever I'd go to BitChute, that's all anybody would talk about is COVID. Any and everything COVID. 24/7, nonstop. And it was like so disgusting because that's what the whole point of the COVID PSYOP rollout was, is to get everybody talking and focusing on this fake virus that doesn't exist. And that way, it's like the perfect distraction. And I had higher expectations for BitChute. I thought BitChute is where all the free thinkers are. The people that can spot PSYOPs and understand why the PSYOP, and you know what I mean? But no, like BitChute, dude, like, holy shit, dude, like, that's all anybody talked about. Any and every channel, constantly, nonstop, 24/7 fucking, and it's like, you can very easily summarize everything that COVID is. It's the flu, bro. And that's it. You're all done. But instead, we had 24/7 nonstop, any and every channel, right? And so, and it was just disgusted me. And it just disgusted me. I was like, this is like these, what a bunch of sellouts. BitChute's just a bunch of sellouts, right? And then BitChute has just gone way, way down from there. That's when it all started, boom. Yep. And so now, just as that was the trend in 2019, was everybody talk about COVID nonstop 24/7, even though you can summarize the whole thing just by saying it's the flu, bro, and move on. No, we can't just summarize it. call it for what it is and move on. No, it's the flu, bro. Move on. No, we have to talk about it 24/7, nonstop, 24. And so now it's the same with the Jews. And you know why? Is because of everything that's been going on in Israel and Palestine. Is a big reason why everybody's saying it's the Jews now. Dude, the entirety of the libtard mass and mob hates Israel. Hates Israel. And so, of course, they're making their fucking fake avatar BitChute accounts and running around like a pack of wild fucking retards screaming it's the Jews everywhere, all over the place. Because that's what libtards do, dude. Dude, you think that there's any dude, the entire mass and mob of libtards, they fucking hate Israel right now and hate the Jews because of the big, fake nuke war going on in Israel and Palestine. Free Palestine! You know? Because that's what liberals always do. They love it when there's something going on the other side of the planet. Because then they don't have to talk about what's going on here. They can use something going on the other side of the planet to like just cover up how stupid libtards have been the last 10 years. Instead of, it really takes away the focus of the stupidity of the libtard when there's something like that going on in Israel and Palestine. And then, of course, all liberals hate Israel. Now, should Israel be hated? That's not for me to decide. Dude, I'm telling you, I don't care about what's going on in Israel and Palestine. I don't care. And neither should you. And all of this, it's the Jew, is designed to get you to care about something that's going on in a galaxy far, far away where babies' body parts are just flying all over the place in Palestine. I don't care. Okay? So anyways, and to the point though, it's like when I go on BitChute, that's all anyone anywhere on BitChute is ever talking about is the Jews. That is it. Just like with COVID in 2019. Like I could summarize everything like it's the flu, bro, and move on. But no, nobody else wants to move on. Everybody wants to just like freak the fuck out. Well, now that's what's going on with Israel and Palestine. Everybody just wants to freak the fuck out, right? And so, like I said, I don't know about you, but I use BitChute to, find content. But there ain't no content because all anybody's doing is saying it's the Jews, it's the Jews, it's the Jews, it's the Jews. Just like that's all anybody talked about during COVID. COVID. These are psyops. They are designed to get you to fucking obsess over COVID. And that's what everybody did in 2019. And it never stopped to this day. Like to this day, all these people, they're just obsessed with COVID still. Everything COVID. It's just a total obsession. Just COVID. And it's the Jews, it's the same thing. And that's because of what's going on in Israel and Palestine. Look, see, back before fucking BitChute aborted itself, dude, I would watch, you guys don't know who Hexagod is? You don't know who the channel Hexagod is? Probably none of you do. Probably none of you watching my channel even know who Hexagod is. Hexagod was one of the only few channels that was his channel was about the Jews. And I was subscribed to his channel and I would engage in the discussion and because I'm open-minded and I try to be open-minded. And there's a few channels like Hexagod's was a good, and so some other examples like Ramsey Paul. Ramsey Paul talks about, the Jews and shit. But he's not like totally obsessed where it's like that's all he thinks and says and does and everything's the shit. On and on, okay? And Jim Rizzoli is another one. Jim Rizzoli, he'll talk about the Jews, but he's not like foaming at the mouth, screaming the death of every Jew and all. Like, But see, these guys, like, there just aren't very many people that have a brain in their head. And when it comes to the subject of the Jews in Israel and all this stuff, the majority of people are hypnotized. They're mass psychosis of pure retardation, where all they think and talk about is killing all the Jews, and it's like unfucking real. And you know what it does? All those people, the masses and hordes that are doing this, they are a detriment to the whole cause of exposing the nose. All of these people that foaming at the mouth, screaming for the death of the Jews 24/7 nonstop, all those people are the ones that are a detriment to the very cause of exposing the truth about Israel and the Jews. And nobody wants to call them out and call that out. Like, dude, chill the fuck out. I'm trying to listen to what Jim Rizzoli is saying, or any of these people that are reasonable people that have a brain in their head, and they all get swarmed by these mobs and masses of fucking freaks that are just screaming that we need to kill the Jews. And it's everywhere on BitChute, bro. It's like everywhere. So I did the video yesterday where I'm just talking about all these people that they go and get credit cards and bank loans and all this shit. Well, now that it's the Jews is the big hot subject, well, now they have an excuse to, that's the cause of all your problems. And that's the other thing. Dude, the whole It's the Jew thing is like peak fucking victimhood. Everybody has a scapegoat, somebody they can blame all their problems on. Everything's the Jews. It's all the Jews' fault, no matter what. Oh, if I irresponsibly swallowed myself up in usury and debt with bank loans and credit cards, it's not my fault because the Jews are responsible for usury, and so even though I willingly bankrupted myself through loans and credit cards, and why did I do this? Oh, because I want to drive a nice car, That's why. Yes, that is often why people swallow themselves up in debt. This is often why people swallow themselves up in the usury system. And how convenient it is to just blame the Jews because, usury and the Jews go hand in hand. So I can just swallow myself up in all this debt, and then I go on BitChute and everybody's screaming for the death of the Jews and that everything's the Jews' fault. Well, that's the perfect place for me to hang out. I love it. It's all the Jews' fault that I swallowed myself up in usury debt. Yeah, because the evil Jews, it's evil Jewry and usury. Yeah. And so anyways, I'm just explaining, dude, I can't, like, these people, they're fucking retards, dude. They're totally retarded. Like, the majority of the whole expose the nose movement, the majority of them are all fucking complete retards that don't have a brain in their head. The only thing that they know is, it's the Jews. That's all they know how to say. That's it. They don't even know. They're just mindless zombies. It's the Jews. It's the Jews. It's the Jews. So again, like, yes, there are reasonable people like Jim Rizzoli, Ramsey Paul. I don't agree with a lot of what these people, because they whatever. Everybody has their own opinion, but I mean, at least like people like Ramsey Paul and Jim Rizzoli aren't screaming for the death of all Jews. Like, they're not like full retard, never go full retard, So they don't go full retard. And so I'll listen to them. I can actually listen to them and consider what they're saying, And again, really what it goes back to me though, is it's a worthy thing to talk about. I mean, I'll listen to them. I'm not, and it isn't that I'm rejecting what they're saying. It's just at the same time, it's totally obvious that Israel is a corrupt globalist power structure. Israel is a corrupted globalist power structure. and there is no denying that, you know. And they are one of the top, probably three globalist power structures in the world. Probably. They're up there, you know. They could be the most corrupted globalist power structure in the world. They could be. I'm not going to deny that, the possibility, right? And so this discussion is a worthy discussion to be had, I suppose, you know. I'll listen. But the problem, though, is that who doesn't know that Israel is a corrupted globalist power structure? I mean, how do I really need to listen? Maybe this conversation is for people with a lower IQ than me that just don't understand that Israel is a corrupted globalist power structure. See, I just assume that everybody knows Israel is a corrupted globalist power structure. And anybody that ever suggests that Israel isn't, like if they're a friend of mine that I can be open and honest with, I'll just tell them, I'll be like, dude, are you trying to tell me that you don't believe that Israel you do not believe that Israel is a corrupted globalist power structure? You're trying to tell me that Israel is not? And anytime anybody that I've ever, you know, had to have those kinds of conversations with, they always were like, oh yeah, no, totally, Israel is totally a corrupted globalist power structure. Oh, it's like, oh, there you go, yeah. Yeah, so is America. So is, you know, all these big countries, you know, the big players in the world, they're all globalists. They're all globalist power structures. So it's like, so yeah, you could talk shit about Israel all day. It's a corrupt globalist power structure. You could talk shit about America all day. It's a corrupted globalist power structure. Fuck yeah. And so are these worthy things to discuss? You know, the varying different corrupted globalist power structures? Of course. You know, of course it is, you know. It's one of many things, you know. So whatever. But anyways, I just wanted to clarify that because, you know, and so I keep an open mind. There's like, I just can't have an open mind about stupid shit. And I'm not like a genius, but I can identify the difference between something that is totally stupid and something that is reasonable and worthy of, you know, consideration. And the whole idea of calling for the death of all Jews and just going on and on about all this weird fucking, you know, Jew shit, where it just gets super enraged and everything is the Jews' fault and all that. Like, that's just stupid shit for stupid people. And you see it everywhere, all over on BitChute. And wouldn't it make you wonder that those are people that are trying to disrupt the free speech platform by injecting nonstop pure idiocy? Well, of course. Isn't that what communists would do? Would be to, you know, infiltrate free speech platforms. Doesn't that sound like something communists would do? Yeah. Anyways, whatever. This is no-brainer shit I'm talking about. This is third grade level shit, you know. But anyways, this is why I do these videos like the one I did yesterday where I went into a 15-minute explanation of usury and how people willingly swallow themselves up in usury and then go around blaming it on the Jews, blaming all their personal problems on the Jews. And like, dude, it's everywhere, all over on BitChute. BitChute is as bad, easily as bad as YouTube. So whatever, guys.